from all the years. You know, oh, Mario, I know Mario. Oh, and then plus, it's my experiencing throughout the years, like what the experience I gave them to make him feel like, yo, that homie is dope. Like, you know, he's real even as not only as a dancer but as a person. So a lot of his word of mouth for our work. But online we have promoted a lot of times and we've gotten like recommendations like that. But to us, it's always like, if I do your birthday party in 2 days, I'll get a phone call from your uncle. Yo, I saw that you did my, you know, and then can you do mine? And then from there, it just keeps going. So for us, even though we have press packages and we have stuff to promote our crew and like with clients, a lot of it's word of mouth. And that's because of the energy we give out. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing what you love, you're going to always be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You're going to express yourself at its fullest potential because you're doing what you love. And I love breaking. So when you get me to perform at your birthday party, just best believe it's coming from love. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, and the people are gonna know it, man. And
they're gonna feel it.
And when you have that passion for it, like when you're so authentic with it, it's attracting. It attracts that energy too,
and it creates a moment at that moment. So 10 years later, they're gonna be like, yo, my cousin's birthday party, they had some 2 b-boys that came to, like, they're always gonna remember that because I guess I'm living my truth. I'm living my love. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely,
I'm not lying to myself. I'm actually performing for people. I love, like, the best thing I love with breaking is teaching kids. I love kids. There's kids now that I've taught that were 7 years old that are now in their 20s. And they're like, Mario, it's me. And I'm like, who the heck is this? And they're like, yo, do you remember me? And I'm like, oh, you're the 7-year-old kid that, like not too long ago, I met one of my students that's a cop. But it's crazy. I went up to him to ask him for a favor. Like, excuse me, officer. And he's like, hello? And I'm like, yes, I need something. He's like, hello? And I'm like, what? And he's like, it's me. And I'm like, oh, yo, that's crazy. Like, a lot of them are cops that I know that I used to teach. So it's crazy how, like, to me, it's teaching kids to pass down the history, the generation of, like, showing them, like, what breaking is so that they could pass it on. Even the ones that stop, at least I pass it to somebody, I drop the seed, and it's up to them to keep watering it. But I like for me, it's teaching. Now, from there, performing is, like, my third thing. So for me, it's teaching, and then breaking, getting down with my crew, and then battling, and then performing for people. Because at the end of the day, like, you're hiring someone that loves doing what they do, and you're gonna get the best of them because they love what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
it's more authentic, like you said. So it's crazy. Like, breaking, as much as it looks hard and all that, once you've done it this long, you find a way to approach it where you could still create with it. And that's the thing. I'm still creating with breaking. So imagine 26 years, almost 27. I'm still creating with it. I don't get bored of it. That's why I'm still doing it. It's such a challenge that's amazing, yo. You know?
And you're making new styles. There's new ways.
New moves, new transitions, new everything, yo. Even power moves. Look, right now, I'll say, like, in Russia, there's, like, little kids that are 10 years old. They're spinning on their hands like 50 times, which is insane how they're figuring it out faster and that move. But then there's still the originality part, the original aspect of it, which is like, all right, now that you know how to do the move that's been done in the 80s, what can you do with it? How can you present it now that's gonna make it you? And that goes back to your whole lifestyle, because to me, breaking is a lifestyle. You know, it goes with everything. If I don't eat right, I don't break right. If I don't sleep right, I don't, you know, like, it all goes together. So it's a lifestyle. So to me, there's a lot of kids nowadays that are, like, young, that literally are spinning on their hands like, there's a kid right now that did a world record of 49 spins on his hand like this. So you know how ballerinas spin like this? This guy's on his hand spinning. And he's only like 11 years old, 10 years old, some little Russian kid that killed it.
They're raising the bar, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, but with certain tricks that it's been around since the 70s. Us, what we do, we mix it all up, that we create our own moves. So that's like, oh, that's Mario's flow. And then the whole world will be like, yeah, that's his flow. He's the only one that it's like putting a verse together, like when you hear Eminem. And oh, that's Eminem's verse. So no matter who says it, you'll be like, oh, I know where you got it from. You know? So that's with us. That's how much we create with it. And to me, I love it that much that I found a way to keep creating. Because, you know, once you reach the black belt, okay, I'm a black belt. You know what? You're saying, oh, I'm here, I'm a master.
Known you.
Yeah, so think about it. Once you reach that level,
that's when it starts.
That's when it really starts.
Ah, my God, this is the illness. Bro, that's what they always say. After 12 years in the game, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just getting started, dog. You know, and I thought I just got the hang of it.
Yeah, and then think about it. At the end of the day, for us, okay, energy, and now breaking down to it as like an energy thing. Like, we're infinite, you know what I'm saying? So 20 years of doing something when you're infinite, and it's not even like an inch or a millimeter of anything, because it's forever. And that's what I'm saying. Also with love, like, you know, when you love what you do, you're gonna do it forever. So there's no age to what you love, you know what I'm saying? So for me, if I could spin till I'm 70, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take care of myself, so at 70 I can still give you a head spin. But that's all up on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I really love it, I'll find a way to break the code. Because, like I said, like, in history, people usually stop breaking after their mid-20s. Or even at, like, the latest 30s. There's some that are OGs, but they don't do the high-level stuff. They just do, like...
they'll just do the up rock, and they'll
Yeah,
maybe
the
hit
up rock.
you. They'll hit you with a couple of windmills.
Like, maybe. And that's the thing.
They'll hit you with, like, 2 windmills. Be like, nah, it's
And
been
I'm
a while.
done.
I'm tired.